Hilda's Jollof Army, solidarity or unemployment chaos. Today we're going straight into one of the most talked about moments of the year. Hilda Baci's world's largest jollof Guinness World Record attempt. That's a mouthful. If you were in Lagos that Friday, you know exactly how the whole city felt like one giant food festival. But here's the thing, beyond the rice, the tomato paste, and the giant pot, something deeper was happening. Over 20,000 people registered to be part of this, and almost 10,000 actually showed up on a Friday afternoon. Was this Nigeria's biggest show of solidarity for a fellow dream chaser, or proof that we're dealing with next-level unemployment vibes? I brought Jessica on Newsense today because when she shared her perspective with me privately, I knew we had to put it up out here. It's sharp, balanced, and honestly will make you rethink what you thought you saw that day. Jess, take it away.
When over 20,000 people register for a Friday afternoon cooking event, are we witnessing the ultimate Nigerian support system or taking attendance of the jobless? I mean, over 20,000 Nigerians signed up online to watch Hilda Baci cook the world's largest pot of jollof rice at a Go hotel. And you're like, isn't this a work day? It's Friday. But that wasn't just a cooking event. It was Hilda's Guinness World Record attempt with a custom-made 6-meter pot, 22,619-liter capacity. I'm talking 250 bags of rice. Lagos literally turned into a festival ground. But here's the debate. Were those 20,000 plus people simply supporting a Nigerian breaking record? Or does that registration list double as Nigerians' unofficial unemployment census? Think about it. The numbers forced a venue change from 3,500 capacity Muri Okunola Park to Eco Hotel Car Park B. That's either the most supportive generation in Africa's history or proof that Friday Jollof Festival felt like a better career move than actually job hunting. I didn't say anything. But the festival happened September 12, 2025. with Hilda Baci partnering with Gino to cook the world's largest Nigerian jollof rice. Cooking started at 2:08 p.m. using 1,583 kilograms of tomato paste, 750 kilograms of oil, and enough ingredients to feed a small city. Close to 10,000 people actually showed up on a Friday in Lagos traffic to watch someone cook rice for free. This crowd was a mix of Gen Zs, influencers, and, millennials. People like Enyolua came, Tomike Adeoye, even Pastor Bolaji Idowu, who prayed for Hilda on stage. Nigerians' youth unemployment sits around 32.5%, which makes this level of Friday afternoon availability raise eyebrows. Is this a generation with flexible income streams who can take time off for cultural moments? Or are we looking at a mass underemployment disguised as vibes? 20,000 registered, 10,000 showed up. That's bigger than most concerts or political rallies. Social media exploded. Millions of impressions on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. But here's the thing, many of those present were working in their own way. Content creators shot their reels, vendors sold out, photographers, of course, they built their own portfolios. Even when the giant pot collapsed during the weighing, chaos, thousands stayed, proving they weren't there for the free food alone, because they were there for the free food. They were also there for moments. The older generations, it might look like joblessness to them, but many attendees were self-employed, creators, entrepreneurs, just people who took time off because it mattered to them. That girl posting on Instagram stories, she's on brand deals. The guy with the cameras building his business. The friend selling drinks, making money. Very important. Now, this wasn't just idle time. It was economic activity happening in real time, okay? Friday's Jollof Army shows that Nigerian youth have moved past the traditional employment models. They can actually mobilize thousands, create content, and generate revenue around culture. Instead of asking, why weren't they at work? Policymakers should ask, how do we harness this energy to grow the economy? South Korea turned K-pop and gaming, once dismissed as youth time wasting, into billion-dollar industries. Nigeria could do the same with cultural moments like this. So when 20,000 register and 10,000 show up for a Jollof festival, don't just count the jobless, count the creators, entrepreneurs, dreamers, community builders, proving Nigeria will mobilize for excellence, even if it's just stirring rice in a giant pot. That list wasn't an unemployment roll call. It was a preview of what happens when young Nigerians are given something to believe in.
Okay, pause. That right here is why I might just have Jessica back here. She just broke it down perfectly. This conversation isn't just about jollof rice or a world record. It's about how this generation shows up. Some people will look at 10,000 people at a hotel on Friday and scream, jobless. But what I see is a generation ready to turn even a pot of rice into content, business, and community. And that for me is a real Newsense, finding the meaning inside the moment. But big shout out to Hilda, the entire Jollof army, and everyone who made that day history. Tell me in the comments, do you think this was solidarity or just soft unemployment register? I want to know your take. I'm Olayinka Obebe. I do this every day. Okay? On Popcentral, DStv 189, everywhere. On YouTube at Popcentral TV. Follow us everywhere, okay? TikTok, Instagram, X, ask me to explain anything, like jollof rice. All right? Stay sharp.
Just so you know, this is for information only and not advice. Some details or policies might have changed by the time you're watching this.